get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Geis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Haskins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Washington.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll hand it down to Geis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. The chain, 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Gain on the play.
So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
first down. This is Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Prescott looks to throw on first. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. On your team.
Now Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zerline on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for...
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here getting 3 points at the end of this drive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Showtime, partner. What a great one-handed catch. How much of that was him? How much of that were the gloves?
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Washington, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Nothing is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And a Washington 1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try to run it. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, check, block 54, block 54. Check 25, check 25. Mine's 54. Mine's 54. 3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud. Hey.
On play action, Haskins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The sack there by Tyrone Crawford shooting in to make the play.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties, and they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Cowboys 20, Washington nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Darius Geis.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Haskins finding his target. It's Cody Latimer. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The ball carrier.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 22, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Haskins. Flush to his right. Then Latimer's got him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Cody Latimer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 56, Mike 56. All right, Q, 47. Under. 6. Mike's 56. I got to go 47. 56 to Mike. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Play fake. Here's Haskins. He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Clinton Dix.
It's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Haskins pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Uh-oh.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away. Then the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again they run, again it's Geis. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Play action. Haskins. They'll roll him out right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From midfield now, Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go play action now. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Yard line.
Get out the field, defense. Show it.
They go again with Muhammad. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
It's over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Washington.
Drop deep, drop deep. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Come on, D!
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Slings this deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
A gain of 40 yards. And a Washington first down.
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Gets this one out in a hurry to Latimer. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. A gain of
ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. This is Geis. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Anthony Brown.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 4-yard line.
They'll run with Geis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Yeah, 54. Mike, 54.
They run with Geis. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
4th down, here's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Jeremy Sprinkle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
good.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Washington, 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 33-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Rush in.
On first down, Muhammad. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brought down by
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Uses the stiff arm. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Because right now, I could be in that huddle with that. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Shine. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Give to Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Dallas, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Washington, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7.